Hi, and welcome back. This is session 39 on video 74. Thinking creatively like this is also a good basis for creative conversations. If you get used to thinking in pictures, from the first moment you meet someone, then you're in the right frame of mind to discuss ideas and possibilities and to solve problems. You will also be aware of what it takes for other people to remember you. Give them time to hear your name and take it in. When you're talking about yourself, try to speak in pictures and stories, suggesting images and emotional responses for them to latch onto. It can only benefit you if people remember you and be more effective than the most expensive business card or website. Communicating effectively for memory talks, interviews, and presentations. What you have already learned about how the brain functions and how we remember best, can stand you in good stead when it comes to performing in the public area. And then you can tailor-make your message to appeal to all of your audience by considering the following points. So here, if you buy my videos, you'll then see how I explain those 9 points. So I have to jump down now to go over those 9 points. So I'm scrolling down just a moment, and then we get on to the next point. So there will be a checklist for you. I'll ask you lots of how questions. So here's an interesting point that if you have positive emotion, that creates more brain power, and that helps you to take action, to do something. And if you succeed, that's wonderful. If you fail, that's wonderful. But you have taken action, and that gives you more self-esteem, and this self-esteem gives you more positive emotions to create more brain power. So this cycle of learning is really effective. So it's important to get into positive emotions. So ask yourself these questions. What's in it for me? How do I learn best? Where do I find learning easiest? How can I start to practice? How can I boost my effective, beneficial thoughts? So welcome to Memory Course 3. The next technique I want to talk about is a technique called pegging. This technique, again, is a consciously applied method and memory technique, but more importantly, it is an exercise that begins to release the superpower, the recall ability you have. It will get you to the automatic stage, the unconscious competence level part of the memory, where you recall things virtually automatically, and it is really the most important part. This particular technique, as I already mentioned, is called pegging. Let me explain what pegging is. If you were to imagine in your own room or office, there's a peg on the wall. And on that peg, on that hook, you could put your coat, you could put your umbrella, you could put a shirt, you could put anything. And if you'd leave it there, a couple of hours later, you come back and then went right back to the peg. What would be on the peg, on the hook? Whatever you put there in the beginning, it would still be there, right? So the same thing occurs in your mind. You see, you need to establish mental places where you can store information. And when you want to remember something, you put it on that mental place. And then later, all we need to do is to go back to that mental place, and there's the information. This happens every single day in our lives. This is how we operate. For example, you want to see if you've got some post today. Where would you probably go? Your letterbox. This is the place that stores mail. If you wanted to see if you had some milk, where would you go? Your fridge, because this is where you place the milk. This is where you store your milk. If you wanted to get some money, where would you go? Well, it may be a purse, maybe a wallet. It could be different for a lot of people, but wherever you keep your money, this is where you would look. So if you would like to get some coaching on the subject, please don't hesitate to contact me, and then I'll either send you the relevant video or on the subject, or I could get the relevant section of my book, or you could buy the whole book. Yes, you also could get a one-on-one session with me, and then we could get much more in depth on this issue. So I look forward to seeing you soon, but just wait a moment. I'm going to share my screen with you. Hang on a sec. It always takes a while. So here you go. So have a good look. Take notes of my email address, and then you can contact me there. Okay, so that's great. So when I deliver these courses, I'm so fired up about this. Since I do it myself, I know it has worked for me. It is all about the preparation process using a memory system inside of the permanent memory sphere. It is a human revolution. You have the power to change. So by now, learn more. If you resonate with it, feel free to ask me any question. I'm open for it. Okay, so that's it for today. And I have to say yes to what I've stored. Okay, and now I can shut down the video. Okay, bye-bye.